Hello children, the chapter we are learning is 1.1. What is respiratory system? Okay, so today's lesson we will learn about what happens inside the cells and types of respiration. So children, let's start today's session. What happens inside the cell? What are cells? Cells are the unit of the human body. Each cell will perform specific activity. Now, what will happen inside the cell during the respiration? The food that we digest reaches to each cell of our body. The oxygen that we will take in during the respiration reaches to each cell. Both these are carried by the blood. In the cells, oxygen acts on the digested food to make the energy, and carbon dioxide is produced as the waste materials. This is carried away from the cells by the blood. So children, inside the cell, food plus oxygen equal to energy plus carbon dioxide. We all need energy for doing different activities. Carbon dioxide will be produced as the waste material which will come out from our nose. Now, let's go to the next slide. In the slide, you can see the types of respiration. There are two types of respiration. One is external, another is internal. External, we can also call it as breathing. In the last previous sessions, you learned what is breathing. We will take in oxygen and we will take out carbon dioxide. It means we inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. Together, the process of inhale plus exhale is called breathing. This is the external respiration. It means it is happening outside of the cells. Now what is internal respiration? It happens inside the cell. Internal respiration or cellular respiration are of two types: aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. So children, now we will discuss about the aerobic respiration. So in the picture you can see that we are breathing in oxygen. Okay. Now what will happen? We are taking the food. The food will become very simple and it is absorbed in the small intestine by the blood. Blood will carry the food to the cell. At the same time, blood will also carry the oxygen that we will breathe in. All of this oxygen and food, now they are in the cell. Now what will happen? Food plus oxygen. There will be energy. Okay. And carbon dioxide will also produced. That carbon dioxide will come out from our nose. It means we will breathe out carbon dioxide. So children, aerobic respiration is a respiration that occurs in the presence of cell inside the cell. Okay, in this process, energy will be produced, carbon dioxide and water will be also produced as the waste material. Now the anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic means the respiration that occurs in the absence of oxygen. Okay. Before that, we will know about the germs or microorganisms. Okay. They are the bacteria, yeast. They are called the microorganisms. Inside the cell of bacteria and yeast, respiration will occur in the absence of oxygen. Okay, so bacteria is asking the yeast, hey, there is no oxygen here. Would you do the same thing during the respiration? Yeast is telling, yes, for myself also there is no oxygen, but we can also produce the energy. You know, bacteria, we can also produce the energy, but that energy will be less than the aerobic respiration. Understand? And one more thing, what will happen when we will run or we will do the physical exercises? Inside the cell, muscle cell, they will start respiring. Okay, then oxygen will be produced. If oxygen will produce, then we will get more energy. Okay, so during the physical activities, we want more energy. Who will provide us the energy? Muscle cell will start respiration in the absence of oxygen. Now they will produce the energy. That energy will be used during the various physical exercises. So what is anaerobic respiration? The respiration that occurs in the absence of oxygen is called the anaerobic respiration. Mostly it happens in the cells of microorganisms like bacteria and cell. Whenever there is a vigorous exercises or running, our body needs oxygen. Now what will happen? The muscle cell will start respiring in the absence of oxygen. Energy will be produced and we can use the energy. One thing you should remember, during anaerobic respiration, less energy will be produced than the aerobic respiration. Now children, here is the difference between the aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, aerobic respiration, it needs oxygen. Anaerobic respiration, it doesn't need oxygen. Aerobic respiration, it produces a lots of energy. Anaerobic respiration, it produces less energy. Aerobic respiration, it takes place in almost all the living things. And aerobic respiration, it occurs in the microorganisms like yeast and some bacteria. So there is a very interesting fact that you should know. Already we have decided that. Already we have discussed that. During vigorous exercises or fast running, more energy is required, but the supply of oxygen to produce energy become insufficient To meet the requirement of extra energy, our muscle cells start respiring in the absence of oxygen. So children, hereby I am going to finish the session. Thank you for hearing me.